A US-made Stryker armored personnel carrier belonging to the 80th Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces targeted Russian infantry in the Kursk region of Russia. After the battle, the crew members of the armored vehicle, which had run out of combat equipment, chased away the surrounding Russian infantry soldiers, crushing several of them. At the same time, one of the crew members also opened fire on the Russians with a small arms. Drone footage was shared on Telegram channels. In the past 24 hours, Ukrainian Marines have destroyed 3 Russian air defense systems, 2 ZRGK Panzer S-1 worth $15 million each and 1 ZRK OSA that costs $10 million. Ukrainian armed forces have also destroyed 1,550 Russian armed formations and 14 tanks over the past day. In addition, a significant number of Russian military equipment have been destroyed by Ukrainian troops. 184 combat clashes were recorded on the front, including in the areas of Lyman, Kramatorsk, Toretsk, Pokrovska, Kharkiv, and Vremivka. In the Lyman direction, the enemy attacked 12 times. He tried to advance near the settlements of Nadia, Tverdoklibovo, Zarikne, Novosergievka, and Pershatrovniv. In the Kramatorsk direction, the invaders attacked 7 times in the area of Chasovy Yar, Stupaki, and Predtekany. In the Toretsk direction, the enemy carried out 12 attacks near Toretsk, Sherbanivka, and Krymsk. In the Pokrovsky direction, our defenders stopped 51 assault and offensive actions of the aggressor in the areas of the settlements of Yelizavetivka, Vozdvizenka, Myrolubivka, Promin, Lisivka, Novyi Trud, Pishchain, Solwan, Novovasilivka, Novoyelizavetivka, and Yasenovai. In the Kharkiv direction, the defense forces repelled 27 attacks. The enemy's main efforts were made in the areas of Slovianka, Petropavlivka, Kurakovo, and Dakhny. In the Vremiv direction, the enemy carried out 13 assaults on our positions near Yantarny, Novi Komar, Novodorivka, and in the direction of Constantinople. The enemy actively used aviation to strike in the direction. The Ukrainian defense forces continue their operation in the Kursk region. Enemy aviation is carrying out strikes with guided aerial bombs on the territory of Russia. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy's trial started on Monday over alleged illegal financing of his 2007 presidential campaign by the government of then Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi. Sarkozy, 69, who served as president from 2007 to 2012, did not speak to the press at arrival at the Paris court. He has denied any wrongdoing. The Libyan case, the biggest and possibly most shocking of several scandals involving Sarkozy, is scheduled to run until April 10, with a verdict expected at a later date. Sarkozy faces charges of passive corruption, illegal campaign financing, concealment of embezzlement of public funds and criminal association, punished by up to 10 years in prison. The trial involves 11 other defendants, including 3 former ministers. Franco-Lebanese businessman Ziad Takieddine, accused of having played the role of intermediary, has fled in Lebanon and is not expected to appear at the Paris court. The case emerged in March 2011, when a Libyan news agency reported that the Gaddafi government had financed Sarkozy's 2007 campaign. In an interview, Gaddafi himself said, "It's thanks to us that he reached the presidency. We provided him with the funds that allowed him to win, without providing any amount or other details." Sarkozy, who had welcomed Gaddafi to Paris with great honors in 2007, became one of the first Western leaders to push for a military intervention in Libya in March 2011, when Arab Spring pro-democracy protests swept the Arab world. Gaddafi was killed by opposition fighters in October that same year, ending his 4-decade rule of the North African country. The next year, French online news site Mediapart published a document said to be a note from the Libyan secret services, mentioning Gaddafi's agreement to provide Sarkozy's campaign €50 million in financing. Sarkozy strongly rejected the accusations, calling the document a blatant fake and filing complaints for forgery, concealment and spreading false news. However, French investigative magistrates eventually said in 2016 the document has all the characteristics of an authentic one, although there is no definitive evidence that such a transaction took place. The official cost for Sarkozy's 2007 campaign was €20 million. Sarkozy has been convicted in 2 other scandals, yet the Libyan case appears as the one most likely to significantly affect his legacy. In February last year, an appeals court in Paris found Sarkozy guilty of illegal campaign financing in his failed 2012 re-election bid.
Messieurs,
Sarkozy. Comme ça. L'avocat de Kiev, de Sarko. Bonjour.
ça arrive à gauche.